one, go. I'm a streamer on Twitch, full-time streamer on Twitch, and I go by Summit1G. Basically, what I like different about the keyboard compared to the one I'm using right now is I'm using red switches right now. It feels like you have to press the red switch keys down a lot further than you have to on the new rapid-fire keyboard. It feels a lot different. It feels like you're gonna be able to type faster, pressing keys down while you're moving in Counter-Strike and stuff like that. It's gonna be a lot more natural. It's just gonna be quicker in general. I like the rapid-fire keyboard because of the new key switches, and feeling like pressing them is just super natural and just easy for me.
Having the fastest keys in-game will allow me to have an edge against my opponents, and that will allow me to win.
I think the most useful equipment to play at high level is the keyboard, because you have to move around in the game and be very quick with your movement. I prefer cherry keys because it's swift, it's easy to press.
I like using cherry keys because it feels smooth and fast.
I use the K70 keyboard, which is the perfect fit for me. It's the best keyboard ever made.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's action. We have Flipside taking on Heroic. Heroic side have just come off a 2-0 win against Preparation. How will this affect them tonight? As of course they have just played 2 games. They've definitely warmed up, but it's going to take a lot of energy. So let's see if they can pull through and win another 2 against Flipside.
Yeah, Josh, and I mean, really, that's the thing. I mean, can they do it against Flipside? I mean, we saw Flipside do half well last night. Managed to only take 1 map away from Gambit, and that was actually Gambit's map as well, considering Gambit managed to run away with Flipside's map. So, are we going to see that same sort of thing happen again today?
It's definitely possible. I mean, Heroic though, 16-2 just came off, so they're definitely feeling it at the moment. They're all pumped up and round to go, and they're going for Nuke. Haven't seen that yet here today in the ECS Development League. Definitely going to be interesting.
Indeed. I mean, that's obviously the first map, then back to normal over onto Overpass. And so, Nuke was actually picked by Flipside. So, if they pick it, they must be feeling pretty confident about it. Done their sort of, I don't know, sort of, research into sort of Heroic's playstyle. I mean, do they think that Heroic have a weak sort of Nuke? And are they just sort of YOLOing it?
I don't think it's a YOLO. Well, hopefully not. It must be some decision behind it. I mean, maybe, you know, they're not expecting them to play on Nuke, and it's really that wild card, you know, something that Heroic aren't expecting to happen. And maybe Flipside, you know, they have been preparing themselves on this map, you know, doing lots of training on it. As you know, this isn't a map that loads of teams play, so if they have all this preparation, they're going to have a massive advantage going into this one.
Indeed, so we're going to be seeing Flipside starting out on the T side, Heroic on the CT. Now, what sort of a buy-up are we seeing here? Nearly full armor from the side of T's. They do have a little bit of utility, which you definitely need on Nuke, and no matter what they sort of change on here. And we're going to be seeing Shara just doing the ward edit, trying to enter up above, and entering the firefight at that distance with the Glock is a little bit dangerous, but he does find the kill onto Freeze there. And just, you know, it is Freeze, not Friss. I was kindly corrected by someone who knows how to speak Danish.
Yeah, I think we were calling them Friss. Yes, we're English, bro. We like nice, simple names like Bob.
And Derek, like snappy, putting out some snappy shots there as well. Glaive's gonna have to try and find some of his own. He's missing all these shots, but he does finally connect onto Markov there. Well done it from above. He's gonna be watching from the low end. Blade does actually find snappy as well, so it's a 3 versus 2. Right now, as Money does find one onto Oda, who was peeking up. Shah is going to have an easy time there, taking out Glaive, who was tagged down by Marklov. Valdi, though, going to take a little bit of full damage, but it doesn't matter. Finds headshot onto Shower, and this is just a really full-on outside fight. And Valdi with the final kill as well. So, I mean, that's a little bit of a strange. I mean, that they literally just went for the frags there. It didn't seem like they're trying to get onto the site. Didn't seem like they're trying to get the bomb anywhere.
Yeah, just looked like it was some outside play action. So Heroic able to set themselves on the first round. Flipside maybe decide to go for that game with just everyone outside. Unfortunately, Heroic found that counter for them with these pistols. They're not going to force up this time. Well did it with that Deagle. No surprise there, as he is their AWPer, so if he gets his Deagle, he's definitely going to have the slight advantage. Waylander as well. Hopefully, if they go outside, get maybe 1 or 2 frags for them, it could help them entering onto the rest of the sites.
Indeed, and we do see the Deagle out on Wild Edit, and we have seen some crazy shots, as well as on Waylander, who's got some pretty nifty Bondigs, or at least some headshots with it, nonetheless. So they do have pistols, each and every one of them that can do a decent amount of damage, but it's sort of getting into actual positions, which are going to be quite tough. So right now, I'd probably say, I mean, obviously the best sort of thing is to be able to win. Wild Edit sneaking up and getting that 1D onto Freeze, obviously following up with some backup shots, which aren't exactly needed, as he actually did land it. Slight push in towards A here, potentially with Glaive towards windows, checking up above him. Doesn't want to get snuck up upon. He knows Wild Edit is somewhere, not quite sure where. And Wild Edit has actually been able to pick up that Famous.
Yeah, just proving us right there. Wild Edit going to be able to connect shot. It wasn't the most longest of ranges, but still does take kill anyway. And you can see that after losing that 1 player, the Heroic side decided to play this a lot more passively. They're waiting for Flipside to get aggressive.
Yeah, and that smoke is going to be a little bit off-putting for Flipside. They're going to have to back up one of their players, so they're sort of losing some ground. But outside, you're going to see some firefights going on. Wadder's going to have to try and rush through and spray down Glaive, who has been taken down to 81 HP, so he is damaged, and he's going to get attacked by 2 players here. But Blade does go straight for the boost. He doesn't get a little bit of distraction. Wadder takes down Glaive, and now we have play up in heaven, ready to go for the attack and back up this player, which he does. He just distracts him as he gets taken down by Wadder, and now we're down to 1v2 here, Josh. Already, I mean, last player does have an M4, but he doesn't have a diffuse kit in hand.
Yeah, he's really going to have to try for this one. He's got a flashbang. He has got the rifle advantage as well, but looks like they're trying to set themselves up with the crossfire here. Going to be able to pull that one now. Needs to get the second. Shara going to be able to trade up for that UMP. Looks like it's going to be a flash and go. Is he going to be able to expect where the player is? Sees him, but no! He looks to his left as soon as Shara peeks. So he can have that advantage, pick up the kill, and Flipside just going to be able to get themselves around. And of course, they were the ones on pistols. So this is great for them.
Yes, I mean, this has just been reset for sort of Heroic. I mean, they were probably feeling pretty confident. It's like, alright, it's just another day in the neighborhood. We're just going to snatch this one up. But no, it has actually been turned around. I mean, Flipside have been able to win that. And they're going to be able to have a nice buy up here. I mean, 2 AKs and M4 and 2 UMPs. I mean, that's a really good buy. I mean, especially considering the sort of rounds we've had. So a bunch of USPs, sorry, 5.7s and pistols are going to be coming out onto Heroic with the UMP in tow as well. Very, very little sort of utility there, though, and no diffuse kits.
I think at the moment they're just trying to decide where they want to go. Just pretty walking around the map at the moment, maybe trying to find themselves an entry frag, sorry, try and get something. I mean, Heroic side, of course, with the firepower they've got at the moment. They don't want to get aggressive. They've only got one person with utility as well, so there's no point really to get aggressive as well and try and flash themselves in. They've got nothing to play for. They can't, if they all go out for a push right now, they've got nothing to counter them.
That's the thing. So, I mean, if they just actually wait like they are doing, they're wasting a lot of the utility of Flipside, as well as potentially some of their own. But they are doing the wall of smoke outside, and so they can actually get out and get some ground in. Waylander can just push him with that UMP and trying to kill it. But he is going to get tagged down to 20 HP. That is going to be so painful. I mean, obviously 27, but still, just one shot with the pistol could take him out. But no, Snappy gets his head ripped off, even with that UMP inside. And Valdi going to be trying to counter him, but he does shoot a little bit too early and gives away his position. That flash is not going to be good enough. He does land a shot there, but not quite enough to finish him off.
Yeah, going to be trying to jump through here as well. Well did it, knows where one of them is. Actually, one going to be behind him as well. Can pick up the kill now and realises where Moody is trying to clip the Deagles. He is going to be effective with that headshot. Now the rest of the team, they're regrouping together. Looks like they're going to push together here at exactly the same time. This is exactly what I want to do. Stick this one together. But at the moment, the flip side, they've decided to hold this one back. They're going to hit the door. He's actually going to be able to pick up one, but he's going to be able to pick up another. So just Shara left alive. Going to be coming from this window. No defuse kit though, so it's going to have to take the full 10 seconds. So Shara starting to advance. Can pick up one, pulls out the pistol, and can get the shot onto the last one. So flip side, once again, able to get it, but one player, so they can't build up an economy because everyone's dying.
No, yeah, so they lost a lot of guns that round. Luckily, they did only lose 2 UMPs compared to having to like lose 4 rifles. Only losing 2 rifles there, and not too much utility as they had already used it all, apart from some that might be dropped. And so we're going to be seeing, I was going to say 2 Mac-10s, but Blade actually did drop it, just pick up an AK, so some extras of money wasted there, but what did it with AWP? Now this is going to be very painful, but Modi with the 1D, could he do it? At that distance, he does land a lot of damage. That's 38 HP on Markelov straight away, and we're so early in the game, and I mean, they might only have USPs, but they can still just like dink them across the map. And I mean, with Wildedit missing that shot, he's going to attack down. As I mentioned, those one things, he does actually take Wildedit down to 8 HP after a body shot and a headshot.
Yeah, Wildedit really should be connecting his shots right now, and nearly got punished for it with his own life, and that wouldn't have helped out because they really need these orbs just to help him out against these USPs at the long range. But of course, with these AKs, they're going to be so much more effective. They can get their shots, and look at this. He's been able to realise where 2 of them are, maybe a third. Out as well. Look, is he going to show his head? Yes, he is. Waylander's going to be able to connect the shot as well. And now the CT sides, there's only 3 of them left alive trying to work this one. But when it once again pick up another, sees the one in CT red box as well. Just pre-fire in case he starts to come. That is his location though. He isn't looking behind him, so he's going to get shot from behind, but can get Snappy. Now, Glaive, what's he going to do here?
Not much. I mean, he's got a Deagle, but even then, he's going to be playing up against 5 players. Now, all might be low, but it doesn't matter. Markelov for the Mac-10 should easily be able to find him, and he does just that. Takes him out for his team. And now the economy is still looking pretty down the side of Heroic. They're going to be able to do a full buy up here. Potentially going to see them having to be able to... Well, I mean, if they don't win this one, Sparky, they're going to be just left on the back foot for the next few rounds. So it's actually pretty good that we see a pause come out here. I mean, if I'm right in saying that's a bit of a tactical one.
Yeah. Just gonna have to go for a quick pause. Just internet problems. I mean, there's no point really right now, is there? I mean, you're up 3-1, and technical or tactical, sorry, there's really no need at the moment. It's so early stages into the game. There's not a real need for it. But I mean, this may stop the momentum now going for Flipside, so it actually may favour towards heroic.
Potentially. I mean, they do have a good set of guns. They don't have full utility on all the players. No pistols, no defuse kits either. So they are going to be playing it quite strongly. I mean, I'd hope to say that Glaive is going to be able to buy up one. If he does notice that the rest of his team haven't bought any, maybe he will be able to grab one before we move into this. I mean, it's still obviously pause. Now you mentioned it's only 4 rounds in the game. If they do this sort of tactical pause so early on, it might be a little bit of a drastic because of technique. But, you know, I don't know. Just because we don't see it done all the time doesn't mean it's not the correct thing to do. But, I mean, if we have a look at the scoreboard here, Freeze, he's on 0-0. He could easily go all the way to James Bond if he wants.
Yeah, he needs to start picking up some frags for his teams. Glaive and Freeze as well. Lacking a little bit behind at the moment, but of course still early stages. Can easily get himself some frags on the board. The flip side, of course, gonna Markov deciding to keep it. You know, doesn't really have enough money anyway. I mean, he could buy up an AK, but it's gonna cost. So why not keep this Mac 10? Hopefully get one more kill. And even if he does die, he's got enough to buy up for the next round. The same with his team. So trying to keep that economy at the balance.
Indeed, so trying to keep a little bit of a backlog. And either way, I mean, using the Mac 10 on Nuke isn't too much of a bad idea. And if he just plays those close angles, and if one of his team like mates drop and like die, just pick up their weapon. Just, you know, recycle, save planet Earth. Every little bit helps there, Sparky.
Exactly, mate. And looks like they're actually deciding to leave this bomb back for some reason. Maybe they, you know, I mean, if they charge, then of course it could be taken down. I mean, we see this frequently from Flipside. All the time, we usually see them leave that bomb back, and sometimes it does cost them, but there are those rare occasions where it does work out for them, so they really need to find a healthy balance, because at the moment, when they leave that bomb back, they do leave it a little bit too late.
Yeah, I mean, if we look back on Train, but I mean, as I say, that smoke does come out towards A, so we might see a little bit of aggression, and I'll go back onto that point in a moment. Wild Edit takes down the Glaive. Now that shot was pretty beautiful there, as he does open up outside for his team to be able to push out, because as far as they're concerned, no one's going to be above. And we do have a player pushing up as well, and that will be Shara trying to clear it out. But unfortunately for him, he's going to get spotted out by Freeze, and Freeze completely denies that James Bond, and he's not going to let it happen to him. But unfortunately, he did let something happen. He let a player past him, so a player is actually down below them and sneaking very quietly down beneath them, and now Modi is going to be facing straight up with the blade there, takes him out with no difficulty. So the advantage is already on the heroic side, and even more so as Snappy finds a Waylander.
Bald as well can pick up one. That is the bomb to Markov. Maybe going to try and retreat. It can pick up one as well. They're all coming on his location, and it looks like he's going to grab that AWP and he's going to escape.
And he's just going to get out dodged there. I mean, he doesn't really have much he can do. Not only did he leave the bomb behind, I think that was on purpose, because there was no way he could just reach out and grab it there. He could get easily taken out, so we're going to see Freeze trying to hunt him down, but I don't think they even realized where he went. It's a little bit of a strange one, but I mean, just what I was like going to finish the thought quickly what I was saying earlier, but it's sort of what you said about Flipside leaving the bomb behind. Yes, and on the game of Train we saw last night versus Gambit, which was actually their map pick, which they ended up losing. 2 of the times they were left with 7 minutes, 7 seconds of clock, and they did not get the bomb down too often. So 2 of the times it was left with like 7 seconds, maybe 5 seconds in some of the cases, when they actually got the bomb down. And leaving it at that tight sort of moment is very sort of dangerous, especially as we have seen it where they've just left the bomb behind. They might even still have like 10, maybe 20 seconds left on the board, but they're not going to be able to do anything with it because they've left it so far behind.
Yeah, I think that is a major issue for Flipside, definitely, and they need to sort it out. You know, it's something that's really easily countered or done. You know, they can easily just get past it. It's just that thing where they leave it back, and then when they have, you know, 30, 40 seconds, then they slowly pick up, and then they've only got 20 seconds to go and get that bomb down.
Yeah, I mean, last point on it before we sort of move on, but it happened on Mirage right after Train. We actually saw, it was Gambit actually came across the bomb, and one of the players actually managed to take down, I think it was 2 players. I mean, took out the player who was going back to pick it up. And then the guy who tried to go and recover it just snapped out of existence, and that was one of the crucial rounds they lost. And as I'm saying, that wall of smokes come outside. Wayland is going to be trying to enter out with his team. They're not going to be entering up head-on with anyone straight away, so they are going to have that sort of clear advantage. But that flashbang is going to allow him to push out Two players there, and we're going to see a smash through the smoke as there's a little bit of a gap there.
Now starting to rotate together. Modi can pick up one. The crossfire is set up though to pick up another. That is the bomb. Well did it now. Really needs to get the other kill as well so he can go and get that bomb again because they're deciding to push with this bomb. It is going to cost them, so now they can just rotate and offer support. Trying to bait him out. Well did it. Can pick up the kill. Tries to recover that bomb and just didn't expect another player to be there.
The bomb was once again in a dodgy place, and unfortunately for Wilded, he decided to go for the first go and didn't quite appreciate that there might be another player there, so he does get taken out. And so going into the 7th round, it's actually equalized over towards Heroic, being able to pick up 2 rounds after the 3 rounds flip, so I managed to snap out the hounds of Heroic. So we're going to be seeing a quasi-buy coming out from Flipside, because I want to make sure they can buy up properly next round. And then we're going to be seeing a full healthy buy from Heroic with a full set of the fuse kits as well.
He's got these pistols, 2 of them deciding to go outside. Snappy is going to be there. Maybe he can pick up one. Yes, he does. There is going to be a second, though. Does he realise, well, that it's there? They've got 3 people outside at the moment. Also a 4th offering support as well. There's way too many. If anyone decides to go outside, it's going to ruin them. But as the location was called, it means Markov can get that trade back. And now Vlad just left alive here onto the site. He's decided we can do this one. Of course, he has got his 3 teammates to offer support. But it looks like at the moment they want to make sure they're keeping this outside in possession of theirs, and so Vald can get himself another. Now it looks like the flip side, because they've only got pistols, they're going to band this one together, try and recover that bomb and decide to go. But look at this, so Glaive is going to be there with the spray, but what, he just can't connect the bullets.
No, and Blade very sneakily just jumps straight through the window. He's just very methodical here. Freeze with the USP takes down one, and Blade is taken down in the end as he tries to sneak up behind them. Shara with the kill onto Vald. He does pick up the AK-47, and he does, I mean, he has got the bomb as well, so I mean, what can he do here? I mean, he's going to be in pretty much a sort of dangerous situation if he tries to push anywhere. He's going to get jumped on as he makes his way over towards A, and Glaive is just above him and finishes him off and picks up the pink gun. So, 4 rounds on the board for Heroic, 3 in a row, and now we're going to be seeing the economy on Flipside enable them to be able to do a full buy AWP out in the hands of World Edit, and he really is going to be the answer here, I think, unless they decide to go for the full-out rush. He really needs to be the guy who's going to be making these picks and change the flow of the game.
Yeah, as I said, you know, when they had that pause, the momentum was completely stopped, and it's cost them at the moment because they've gone ahead and given away 3 in a row to Heroic, as you mentioned. Hopefully now this is where they need to get back into this one, as of course the economy now is starting to get to that desired situation, and they're also letting the side of Heroic get aggressive outside as well. Well done it. He's on silo, but he's peeking a little bit too late.
Indeed, and Glaive pushing very aggressively, does spot out the back of Waylander as he backs off. And I think it was a very smart decision, although some people might disagree with Glaive just playing very passive there after he pushed so far. He then decided to just hold the position and wait for them to potentially go in for the repeat, but they haven't done that. They have pushed it back towards A. Modi playing it very slowly and very sneakily over towards ramp as well, waiting for anyone to try and push him. Not playing aggressively, playing passively and calmly.
Yeah, playing that hut position once again. Hopefully you're going to try and caught someone off guard, but if he becomes predictable, Flipside can realise where that position is played and hopefully try and catch him out if they're not careful. But at the moment, is he going to check it this time? No, he leaves it completely open, but unfortunately for him, he decided to retreat back, but is going to be able to realise one. Can't get the second though, because Val's going to be able to pick up. Glaive now offering support as well to take down another. There's just 2 of them trying to survive this one. Modi going to come from behind. Shara now has got to recover that bomb as well, because getting aggressive and it's been dropped. Valley just going to be able to spot one. Nice free K by him.
Indeed, very nice. And he's on 10-5, leading the charge this time for Heroic. So can Heroic take the full advantage of this map into their side? They're only a few rounds away from it as we go into round 9. Flipside only on 3 rounds, and they're going to be in another quasi-buy. Again, sort of pushed down by Team Heroic. And now, remember, this may only be on the T side, but every round counts, and if they can't build up the rounds before they flip over the CT side, it's going to be very difficult. As I say that though, Snappy just taking off of Markolov's head there.
Yeah, that is a not good start for them on pistols, and now they've already lost 2 as well. Looks like they can't do much against the Heroic side at the moment. Trying to band this one together. Glaive going to come from behind, picks up one, now a second as well with a great headshot. That is going to be over.
Indeed, so we're going to be seeing a full buy coming out from Flipside again, but to be honest, I'm not, again, majorly hyped up about that because we've seen their performance on it, and they're just not able to do anything against Heroic. I think that pause, since that pause that we kind of sort of criticised, it's actually worked fully in the favour of Heroic. They've been able to turn the tide, change the direction that it was seemingly going to be going towards, and they're just hammering down Flipside, not allowing them to push or sort of really get any kills. And what at it, they're going to be completely smoked out. So he's not going to be able to even do anything. Waylander trying to get a pick outside. He is going to get flashed out. Then having to fall back. He's just giving up ground the whole time. So they really don't own much real estate here. Still only really in the predominantly the sort of T side of the map. As I say that, World Edit could easily spot a player, and he does, and he takes a shot clean. Well, he takes his head off through the wall.
Flipside, really, they're giving this one away to Heroic at the moment. This is where they need to bounce themselves back. They've given a few away. All right, let's take that. Now we've got ourselves an entry frag. Possibly a second now if Moody decides to peek that one. But looks like he's playing this one a little bit passive. Of course, the knowledge is known that World Edit has that AWP. He's a world-class player. They know that they don't want to challenge him.
Yeah, he may be a world-class player, but we have seen him making a few mistakes. Now, can he make up for those past endeavors? Now, that Molotov was absolutely excellent mistake, and he turned around taking the shot through the smoke. But in the end, does actually get taken down, so he's not going to be able to do too much for his team. And Shara is tagged down, and then on the CT side, Glaive has only got 35 HP. The bomb is going down on B, and the question is, they didn't realize this soon enough, and Glaive is going to be backing out. Sorry, that's Snappy, and he's going to get taken down by Shara there. Glaive is going to be left on the A side, wondering what to do here. Does he try and push down into vent? Is he going to get taken down instantly? Waylander is in a good counter position. That flash is going to give away his position, but if he decides to push through, that could be an easy kill for himself. But no, Marco's going to come up from behind, take him out, and the trade kill is going to be straight back in the hands of Flipside. So one player left, Josh, and that is Glaive.
Yeah, the time's ticking away. There's no point going for this now. Just going to have to go at save. Maybe for some exit frags, but when you're on 35 HP, it's really, you need to connect that headshot because it may cost them, but going to be able to survive. So he's actually gone to T-spawn, so maybe if there was someone just going to come and retreat, he might have been able to notice someone, but unfortunately for them, they are going to decide to stay a lot more close to that bomb site, just in case he tries to come for a ninja defuse.
Ninja defuse at the 4-second mark, whatever it was. That would have been crazy. 5-second rather. Would have been crazy. Either way, I mean, I would really like to see a little bit more aggression from Flipside, doing like the smokes outside, doing a good execute. I mean, this is their map pick, so yeah, I expect to see a lot better than we have done so far. But saying that, we're going to be seeing them play a little bit more aggressively outside. But unfortunately for them, Freeze has changed his play style, picks up their WP, plays from some garage there, takes out one and Glaive. We go for the wallbang, he does. Flips the side of Blade, taking him down quite, well, down by quite a bit.
Definitely going to affect him here. Snappy, in these events, he needs to start doing something. Right, and really actually got things, but look at this, though. Blade's going to start to jump down. But Snappy going to be able to pick up here. He's in a great position to pick up two. There is going to be a third, but World Edit can get this one back. Problem is, as he's the only one left alive, the whole team is going to be hunting for him because they don't want World Edit to keep that up.
No, they want to try and deny them that, and they do exactly that as well. So Flipside, their economy, it's kind of been reset. They've lost all round loss a bonus. They managed to take that one round, but really, in the scheme of things, they've just had a massive step back with only 4 rounds on the board against Heroic 7. Heroic are going to be playing for the sort of half advantage here. If they can get round 8 on the board, they're going to be sitting that nice and happy with themselves. The thing is, they could quite easily do this. I mean, this is going to be a force buy, Josh. I mean, what Flipside going to have to do here, definitely to what they've been doing.
Well, not this at the moment because they've only got 2 of them with pistols. It's going to be hard for them if they can get these AKs and then hopefully, you know, trade up and able to pick those M4s from the opposition, and the rest of the team is going to actually have something better than pistols. Then they could take this one, but at the moment, it's not looking good as already 2 of their players are tagged to just 50 HP.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't even switched out to 2 of the players with the actual AKs, but I suppose that's not too much of like a big mistake or anything. I mean, Markov is going to be playing straight through Squeaky there. He could get flashed and then get taken out, but Glaive isn't going to just think about it. He's going to fall back. He's not going to challenge the AK. He doesn't want to lose his head, and he doesn't need to. That's the thing. When he's a CT, he's going to be playing nice and defensively. And as I say that, we're going to be seeing Flipside lining up for ramp. And unfortunately, Wilder shows himself, so he's going to get taken out. We're going to see potentially another trade coming out, but no, Blade does get taken out in the process. Glaive takes out one for himself, and Freeze joining in with the action and takes out Shah, and we're going to see Waylander left in a 1v5.
Only 56 HP as well. At least he can get that bomb back, but against these 5 players, is he going to decide to do this one? It looks like he's just going to have to. I mean, as well, economy is not good, so saving it would be the better idea. 30 seconds as well. As soon as he peeks that, there's going to be a player waiting for him. This is not going to be good for him, and there you go. He's not even going to have a chance because he's looking the complete opposite direction. Pick that one up. Alright, get themselves another one here, and the flip side economy has gone rip. It's 2 to 3k. Probably going to have to go for a save it or just buy these P250s. Nothing much, really.
Yeah, I mean, at least P250s. I mean, Maklov doesn't really have the sort of spare cash, or sort of change, as it were, to be able to buy up one, so he's going to stick with the Glock, and Waylander does buy up the Deagle, and I think that's quite good, sort of cool. They do get some decent kills with it, but the question is, can they do it this round? I think they're going straight outside here, and Freeze is going to be a perfect position to counter them. He takes out one. Can he find the second one? Tags him down. It was actually one of his teammates. He looks up, takes down Shara. He's tagged down quite low. He doesn't end up getting out there, as Glaive does find one for himself. Turns around and takes down Wilder. Wilder at their Waylander, last man alive with the Deagle. Does find one kill onto Snappy.
Yeah, it's been very unsuccessful for Flipside deciding to go outside, because unfortunate for them, there was a lot of players waiting and they were too quick. So Freeze, he wasn't there yet, and he was up above, and all he had to do was just move a couple of footsteps and he was in the location to help out his teammates. So if they waited a little bit more time where that player decided to move on up, maybe it would help them. If they bought some smokes as well, could have smoked off, but of course they just want to go for that save and just invest into this one.
Indeed, so this round, they've got the full setup, they've got a good amount of smokes. Are they going to go for the classic? Well, they have done so far, which has failed, I think, every single time. Smoke outside and try and go for the picks, which is just not working. So if they do go for it, then they're pretty much a one-trick pony. Freeze is going to be perfect position to find this head if he peeks, and he has. He's going to get his head clean, snapped off there. Shara is going to be the first man down out of the team, and that is just a whole set of utility guns out of the way. For a team Flipside, that is not going to be so good, and Heroic with sitting nice and comfortably on 9. And obviously Flipside on downside. He's picking outside, takes out one kill. Can he find another?
Well, he's trying to at the moment. Waylander can pick up one for his team as well, bringing that back. They need to get a couple more frags, but unfortunately Breeze is going to be there with that P250. Blink of an eye. It's just Markov left alive. He's got a little bit of utility. The bomb is on the complete opposite side of the map for him. 55 seconds counting as well. Moddy's going to be there, and he walks right into the crosshair.
That was just so unfortunate doing that. I mean, obviously, Freezers did a fantastic job there. He actually got 4K. So I think it was 3 kills with the AWP, and then managed to pick up the last one there we saw with the P250, and then the last kill there was obviously by Moddy on sort of ramp there. So I mean, going into this round, we're going to see a force here. They don't have any other choice. This is the last round, and they've just been giving away rounds here, round after round. But I don't want to discredit Heroic at all. They've been taking these rounds for themselves. They've not just been given them. They've been playing very well to actually gain this lead.
Yeah, they've been doing superb at the moment. Flipside, I just don't know what went wrong for them. It's not been good for them at all. And now in this last round as well, the buy is definitely going to be a lot more favourable towards Heroic.
Indeed, so the Flipside is not able to find the answer here. They have 2 rifles, 3 Tech 9s, a bunch of utility, as I say that. Well, it's taken out, so that's 1 Tech 9 down, but no, the trade kill does come in. Waylander onto Snappy. The flash is going to be coming out towards ramp. So spotted out Moddy there, but wasn't able to find the kill, so he's going to have to try and turn around the corner. He gets taken out as he does so straight away, disadvantage. Even more so inside of Flipside. That splash could do some work, but unfortunately for him, Rowdy was counting on it. Takes him out. The bomb is dropped, and we're left in a 1v4 on the last round of the half.
Yeah, going to side for that aggression with the bomb. Definitely going to cost them here. Markov can at least get one back though, so he could pick up that gun from them, but it looks like they're hunting for it. And actually Markov is going to say no for now, but Valdsor is going to be like, no, I'm going to be able to get a refrag for my team. They're going to be able to do it with just 2 of them left alive. Was a little bit close. Actually looked like Markov was going to be able to come on a comeback there, but unfortunately just too many angles for him to hold.
Indeed, too many angles, too many angles. Oh no, just not looking so good for Flipside here, guys. Heroic is just smashing through them, and I mean, if we look at the score here, the score line, Blade has only got 1 kill to 14. I mean, on the opposite side, we do have Snappy on at least 9 kills, and apart from that, they're spreading out the kills across the team, with top 3 players almost all on 15 kills there, rather, and they're doing just absolutely fantastic as a team, making sure to back each other up, going for those trade kills, which we so much sort of talk about, especially yesterday, which was just so apparent on the side of Gambit on the first map, and then Flipside did actually bring it in on Mirage, but it seems like they can't do it so easily on this one. So we're going into the pistol round. Flipside have got the pistols on CT.
Yeah, Blade is usually a tremendous player, but it looks like Nuke is not his map because it's not working out for him. Can he now finally get a comeback on the CT side?
I mean, it just seems like a little bit of a bet going on to just play on you can see what happens, or maybe they really did just think Heroic didn't have any sort of chance on this, that they didn't have practice on it. But I think that is not the case, as Heroic are countering all the sort of pushes from Flipside. And I mean, if we look to the sort of smokes inside stuff from Flipside, they're mainly on the outside doing that wall of smokes, and that was just countered. I mean, we saw some sort of like counter smokes, sort of looks, looking in between the smokes, getting the kills, and just gradually sort of pushing through there and denying them the push outside. Or if they do get through them, just taking them out from catwalk or anywhere else. And talking about sort of leaving it to the last moment, Heroic already down to 45 seconds. We're going to be seeing them making some movement now. Valdi up above.
Well, looks like the Heroic side, sorry, they're going to start to advance, and look at Valdi's just come all the way from behind. Do they have an idea? Blade's going to be there, but no, he can pick it up. Now trying to get his third as well, but he's going to go ahead and steal it, though. Snappy realising that might be one coming from behind. He's going to be able to pick him up. So Heroic now. Flip side, of course, they really needed to win that pistol one, as they've let Heroic really take that last half, and already in the second one, they've given away the first one to Heroic, and they're going to be able to pick up 4 AKs and a Mac 10, and they're going to have to go for a 4 spot here. No surprise there whatsoever. They really now need to get some back, and it's going to be a hard situation for them.
Yeah, I mean, especially against those 4 AKs. I mean, even that Mac 10 is going to be so dangerous in this sort of aggressive game style I'm sure we're going to see in a few minutes, a few seconds from Heroic when they do decide to push. And I mean, saying pushing, they're already outside. 3 of them pushing nice and aggressively there with the AKs, the bomb, and an AK player as well as Modi with the Mac 10 are just waiting behind, waiting for the push, and I expect they're going to be looking to go in towards sort of a side here. And we do have Waylander with the 5.7, Wild Edit with the P250, saving that 1k in his bank to try and buy an old pup later. Modi could be the first player to meet up with someone if he does spot out sort of Shara there.
Yeah, definitely looks like at the moment they're not really getting aggressive just yet. Maybe deciding where they want to go, walking around that map, and Valdi as well. Not going to be able to realise there's one going to be in that big garage, and that means Markov can pick himself up one. That's really what they need right now. Need to be able to have this man-up advantage, because the firepower isn't the best, but as soon as I say that, Freeze is going to be able to get it straight back.
Yeah, so Blade in the perfect position to take the trade kill. He finds one, but not quite the second one, as his teammates are going to revenge him at Wild Edit with one of his own. Question is, can they kill them before they push too far into the site? He pushes around the corner, finds a kill. The bomb is down towards B site, and Modi has switched up for an AK, and he's waiting for them to push nice and aggressive for them. And so the thing is, he's going to get tagged out from behind by Shara, and he's down to 2 HP, so he needs to get this bomb down for any chance of Heroic flying up in the future. So he does actually get the bomb down. He's going to be waiting for the push. He takes down potentially one. No, he does actually miss the last 2 shots there. Turns around the corner, gets taken out, and that's actually round over to Flipside, and I don't really think I expected that to happen.
That was very close. Both of the players on 29 and 30 HP apiece. So 2 HP in the dream. Just wasn't able to do this one. But Blade, he's doubled his kill, Tom.
I think Waylander there was actually pretty happy. He was doing a little bit of a run around because he's like, woo! Actually managed to get a 4 spy on well, after losing the pistol buy, and that really is something to be happy with. I mean, that's not an easy sort of feat to do, because you're at the back foot straight away against Heroic, and you're gonna have to work very hard for it. And Heroic are gonna try and prove that they can work the T side. They've got 4 Tech 9s, a lot of utility, and an AK in the hands of the body. Now, what can they do with this buy?
Well, they've definitely got some utility on their side. Not just going to be running in Tech 9 Rush B. No, not the pro tactic. they definitely can actually do something with this. You know, they can set themselves up, smoke off what they want to do. And it's not just going to be a full-on rush. They actually can use some tactics here. I mean, it is a bit of a shame though. Only Moddy's going to have that AK, but these Tech 9s, they can get these close-range angles. Could help and go in their favour.
Indeed, Moddy taking down Ashara. Might be able to take him down. He takes down one. Now that is the AK drop there, so they're gonna have to try and recover that. Snappy has got one of his own as he takes it from one of the players on a ramp. Glaive with only 19 HP is going to be pushing over towards ramp as well with his team. Going to be picking up the AK-47. The bomb is going to be going down towards the B site, so rotation is going to be having to come in from a flip side. But the thing is, they're going to be playing straight up against this 10-9 in such close quarters. That's so dangerous. One kill is going to be found out, and not quite the second one, as Waylander does find him. Now Glaive with the 19 HP does find the kill. Combining, they don't even have 13 HP here. 30 HP rather.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to have to walk around the map. Able to pick up one now. Needs to get Glaive as well. Only 19 HP. He's waiting for him. He's going to be able to pick up the kill. Making that to the 1v1 scenario. Just going to be able to come out on top. And Heroic there, it looked like a great chance because they had Moddy with that AK. He was able to get that initial kill to help them push on to B. But unfortunately, just wasn't able to hold it as against that 1v2, they just didn't have enough HP.
Indeed, just not enough to be able to self-carry it through, and they weren't really in a position to go for the classic just trade kill. I mean, there was two of them, so they really didn't have enough HP or sort of the time to do that, so it got a little bit ridiculous in the end there, and we did see the clutch come out, which was absolutely fantastic to see. So flip side with a little bit of a chance here. Now they really need to keep hold of the ball, not drop it, and move forward. So we're going to see a little bit of an aggression coming outside. Markloff going to be able to find the first stack, chucking that grenade, stopping any sort of real aggression as they try to chuck out, sort of rush out there, leave it nice and close towards the garage entry here. He does find the kill onto Blade with a headshot. Markloff onto Freeze though. He's going to do a lot of damage, but they've already taken down one player, potentially another one there, and they do onto World Edit, building out the pistol. Glaive tries to help his mate, but Roddy doesn't need his help, finds one kill. Now Waylander is going to be playing A site by himself.
Yeah, when Flipside decided to go outside, it's never really worked out for them, but it looks like Heroic, it is going to work out for them, as now they can pick up Wayland as well. Now just Shara left alive, and all their rifles are stolen. Unfortunately, not deciding to look above just in time, and so Heroic can pick themselves up a nice one there, only on the pistols, and actually is going to reset Flipside as well.
A little bit of a player's curse there, I think. I called it out saying Flipside have managed to sort of bring it back and not wanted to drop the ball, and they unfortunately did exactly that, but at the same time Heroic were there to catch the ball and chuck it forward to each team member and just play a little bit of dodgeball, and took out all the members of Flipside. And unfortunately for Shara, just wasn't able to hear the sort of gun being dropped at the top there, tagging up with that orc, going to be taking out Markloff. But remember that obviously they're on a little bit of a quasi buy here, Blade with only a USP in hand though.
Yeah, and see, look, once again, it looks like they're going to be leaving that bomb back, just playing it safe, you know. If they push out, they don't want to lose it and then have to go and recover it right now, because they know they're against pistols, so they don't want to definitely give them advantage of having the bomb. So they're just going to wait back here, wait for Flipside to get aggressive, and currently it's just completely working out for them, as they've already lost 3 players now, and now the 4th. Just well dead left alive, definitely deciding to play this more passive, has gone into Heroic's favour.
Indeed, so Rod is going towards the sort of friends here. The bomb hasn't gone down yet, or even though there's only 1 player, so they're playing very defensively, like you mentioned, even though they've got 4 of the players down and only 1 player left. And you can be pretty sure he's on an eco now. I mean, obviously an eco player can do a lot, but a 1v5, that's just a little bit crazy. And that shutter's shut. I don't know if you saw that. So they didn't actually spot him. He's going to take it out, and he's going to get taken out from behind, though. Glaive was ready and waiting.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for him there, that just behind him there was a player that decides to push at the exact right time. Just bad timing. I mean, he could have been actually able to pick up 1 or 2 there, but as I said, the player from behind just kind of screwed him over.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate that he was there, but that was very cheeky, and it's probably one of the first few times I've seen this whilst casting. Is obviously the new sort of feature on the sort of like the vents, on those sort of shutters, you can open them and close them. So it's a whole sort of new dynamic of being able to hide yourself behind the vents without getting spotted by the enemy teams, although it is a little bit obvious you're going to be there. And we're going to be seeing a full buy coming out from the side of Heroic here against Blade with the auto shotgun. That is not the answer, and he's not going to be able to get off that score line. As a flip side, a down a man straight away, 1 of them with a FAMAS, 1 of them for UFP, and 2 of them with M4s.
Yeah, he really just can't get into this game at the moment. You know, he just can't find himself on this map. Hopefully, when we go into the next one, he can see what he's doing wrong at the moment and maybe overpasses a lot more now.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen them do pretty well on it before, and as I say, that Shower does find a kill, so equal up the scoreboard, but still very much in the favour of Heroic, especially as they're going outside, and they really want to win this so they can go to sort of match point, and you see the bomb they're going to be going drop down, and I'd like to mention the bomb. It's all the way back there, so they're going to have to go and retrieve it. Glaive trying to run a man tactic here, picking it up, and now he's going to be running like a Forrest Gump, and Snappy there is going to get taken down quite low, but does find the kill onto Shara, and that Molotov is going to cut off the flip side, being able to push and Waylander just out of the reach of the flames. He's going to sneak back up towards A site here.
Yeah, that Molotov's going to work out perfectly because, as you said, it splits them up. They can't push this one together. They're just going to have to go alone. Markov at the moment needs to do something. He's going to just walk around. They have. See, the thing is, that's the problem with leaving that bomb back now. That the flip side, they've been able to rotate to the site and wait for this push.
Indeed, I mean, they found one kill. Now Snappy is going to be turning around the corner. He doesn't spot the guy behind him, but it doesn't matter as he'll shoot in the wrong direction, and he gets those 2 kills. The last 2 ones as well. I mean, Markov might have been able to take out 1, but unfortunately for him, he turned just at the wrong time, because that was the point where the whole game sort of changed there, or whole round rather, where they could have just changed the direction of it and been able to push it forward to potentially a comeback. But now they're going to be on the back foot. They've got a force buy coming out. Heroic have got a full buy, full utilities, and they're looking pretty dandy there against Flipside's 3 5.7s, a UMP and a FAMAS and 2 diffuse skins. It's not looking so pretty for them.
Yeah, there has to be miscommunication there because you could see that CT player. He didn't even react when his teammate and getting shot as well. No reaction whatsoever. Didn't turn around. Kept looking at his position. But Markov in a nice position to take down Freeze. Will lose a player, but just cannot connect these bullets at the moment. Finally going to be able to get, as soon as he tries to get away while reloading, there's a player to his right, so now he's going to have to go for that rebate. Flashbang can work out, but unfortunate for him, Blake can still pick up the kill.
Yeah, so already down to 2 players on the side of Flipside, so this map's going to be over pretty quickly if they don't do something to turn this back. As I say that, Charlotte does find 1 kill. We see a peek out from Waylander, but he gets punished for even daring to do that. Glaive down on 1 HP, does get taken out, and we're going to be seeing a little bit of the bomb plant going down onto A site here, and a push up into heaven there from Charlotte.
It's just all of them just left alive here, going to come from Evan, but unfortunate for him, Moddy is going to be waiting for him, so Heroic are going to be able to come out on top. 16.
And Blade wasn't quite able to sort of break that curse there, and does actually end it. 2-21. Unfortunately, that really was not Flipside map, and I'm a little bit confused why they decided to go for that map in the first place.
Well, maybe trying to go for the gambles, like I said earlier. Maybe, you know, Heroic side haven't been practicing it much, but they've definitely proven wrong as they have been. So Heroic are going to be taking that first map away. Can they take the second one home and bag themselves those points? We will find out when we return.
I'm a streamer on Twitch, full-time streamer on Twitch, and I go by Summit1G. Basically, what I like different about the keyboard compared to the one I'm using right now is I'm using red switches right now. It feels like you have to press the red switch keys down a lot further than you have to on the new rapid-fire keyboard. It feels a lot different. It feels like you're going to be able to type faster, pressing keys down while you're moving in Counter-Strike and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot more natural. It's just going to be quicker in general. I like the rapid-fire keyboard because of the new key switches, and feeling like pressing them is just super natural and just easy for me.
Having the fastest keys in-game will allow me to have an edge against my opponents, and that will allow me to win.
I think the most useful equipment to play at high level is the keyboard because you have to move around in the game and be very quick with your movement. I prefer cherry keys because it's swift, it's easy to press.
I like using cherry keys because it feels smooth and fast.
I use the K70 keyboard, which is the perfect fit for me. It's the best keyboard ever made.
get to me. And if they don't, then I won't let it get to me. Does it ever end? Does it ever slow? Why do my thoughts always seem to go somewhere far away where I can't hear myself? Day by day and after time, I just need to lay down the line. I can only take so much until I fall apart. Where did I go wrong? I hate having to worry, but I'm so lost. I'm always in a hurry, and I know that things in life will always settle down. And if they don't, then I won't let it get to me.
We have returned. The fans are literally 50-50 split on who's going to win tonight on HLTV. So who's going to be right? Will we be able to see Heroic snatch away another map from the opposition here on Overpass?
I think it's actually easily possible. Well, not easily possible. I don't really sort of down talk Heroic at all. No, sorry, Flipside at all. But Heroic are absolutely on point tonight. Especially on that nuke game, we're just seeing them just trash through their opponents. And I think with the World Edit, even if he's on the CT side, they're going to be able to recognize his sort of very aggressive plays, and they're going to shut him down when he tries to do anything. So sort of getting into position on the CT side is going to be pretty much very difficult for him with the AWP.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if they're able to find a counter, they should be. I mean, we know Well did it. We know he likes to get aggressive when he's on that CT side with the AWP up in upper park. So if they're able to get their AWP for their own to be countering that, or something, at least smoke him off or something, they could easily take down Well did it. They just really got to read him like a book right now.
Yeah, and I mean, I had a quick chat with someone about it, and it's pretty much sort of like Flipside were scared of Modded and sort of Glaive there on Nuke, and I really hope they sort of play a sort of different style in this. And I mean, we have seen Flipside lose this in sort of matches where they potentially shouldn't. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go about this, how they decide to go with this strategy, and if they remember the bomb.
Yeah, I think that's a problem for them, definitely. They're doing it more again, and we've seen it do it on here overpass multiple times the last time they played on this map. So hopefully they've been able to look over that and realise, right, yeah, look what we're doing, we need to stop this now. That's definitely one of their biggest problems. But as a team, they're definitely doing decent, but at the moment, of course, that last map, not good for them, and hopefully they can just be like, right, let's get over this and now go into the next one. But at the moment, look at this. Usain Heroics on point, and look what they're doing. They're just connecting all these headshots at the moment.
It's not even until the Fat Lady sings Blade comes out of an answer of his zone, trying to make up for his past progressions there. And Snappy not going to be able to take any kills. That Wayland's going to be dropping down, potentially finding one of his own, and he does. Equaling up the playing field here. And Freeze is only on 5 HP, so not looking so dandy himself. And we're going to be seeing them sneakily, potentially sort of trying to fall back behind. I mean, we're going to see Valdi there. Down sewers, and the bomb, they hadn't actually forgotten it, so the sort of progression had to stop, and they've had to go pick it up. So that really just stops them. It's a bit like when we talk about the momentum gets sort of frozen whenever someone does a sort of a tactical pause or technical pause. Like, that's kind of what happens to them whenever they have to go pick up the bomb.
Yeah, we'll talk about done it again, but I mean, this time the momentum's gone, yes, but I mean, for getting the bomb and stuff wise, they've got enough time for this. But the problem is, it means that they've given enough time for the Heroic side to reassert themselves and have a player coming all the way from behind, which you can see on in upper park. He's moving himself up here. I mean, he could have went from behind, but I think he wanted to play this one safe, and now actually deciding to move on from behind. So if they're not looking from behind, they could easily take them down here. And just like that.
Indeed, Valdi taking down Blade. And I mean, that's the bomb straight away lost, and another one going down. Another one bites the dust. Now the thing is, as I say that, another one. Khalid would be happy. All the memes.
Oh,
right
we love
there.
using that. Yeah, we love using that meme.
I think it's just like a natural thing. It's like another one and another one, but that's another. Another round on the board for Heroic, and they deserve that. Those crisp headshots we first saw come out, and we can actually see them picking up the UMPs instead of Amices, which I think was actually the other way round dominantly on the Nuke side. Waylander with the Deagle. Markov, one of his own. Can he find the kill? And he does. 2 body shots. Take out Snappy from a distance, quite close. Shara going to be going in for his one of his own, taking out Glaive to 5 HP. Trying to open it up, doing a little bit distraction there towards. So then, I'm not sure what Shara's there doing there. I think he's probably on a beach somewhere surfing, and we're going to see them pushing in through Monster, potentially finding the kill. We're going to see what are they taking out, but Blade finds the kill of his own.
Yeah, it's great for them so far. He will take them Glaive as well, down to 5 HP, so he really needs to play a lot more better. But Muddy getting aggressive right now, can pick up one. No one's going to decide to spray for the smoke here, just playing this safe. Want to preserve those bullets, but this means they can just come all the way around to pick up another. And Glaive can pick up the bomb as well, but they've got this crossfire set up. Mark it off, can't do anything. So right, pick up another one here. We did it again.
You did it again. Nonetheless, we're going to be moving into the next round, and Heroic being able to pick up a round on top of the previous one is just going to keep sort of building up the sort of stampede that they're trying to do. And we're going to see Molly buy up a little bit late there. No head armor, a little bit of utility, and just an M4A1. And Snappy sticking to that MP9, and don't blame him. We're going to see an almost sort of no buy coming out from Flipside. 2 players do have 250s. Blade pushing out aggressive. It gets headshotted by that MP9. All the money inside Snappy's bank is to find 2 kills, 3 kills. Can he pick up another one with the USP? He's going for it. Not going to be able to land there as well. That it gets a kill on the board onto the MP9 player, unfortunately, as they want to be able to do as much damage. That headshot comes out through the wall, I think, there from World Edit. He's going for them, and he takes one down. Does he realize there's a player coming right up next to him? He's running out of bullets. He's going to get found there. Glaive tagging him through the park bench and kills him.
Snappy just playing that perfect angle to wait for the aggression of Flipside. I mean, of course, World did it. Nice comeback there. At least we'll be able to take down 2 for his troubles, which will really hurt the economy of Heroic. As you can see, they've not really built anything up amazingly. I mean, 2 players that have gone down, that you can see how much money they've got compared to the players that survived. It's so much more. So it's going to help them out at least, and now we can see the first gun round.
Indeed, so we're going to be seeing what happens when they actually have weapons. As I say that, World Edit finally kill onto Freeze, and that is the orb out of action for Heroics. They instantly have this advantage. So, I mean, the first 3 sort of rounds on the board were kind of obviously going to go to Heroic after they managed to pick up the pistol. Well, not obvious, but more than likely to go their way, as sort of the default rounds usually do. In this case, we're going to see seeing a potential boost out towards sort of B there, but maybe not, as Wayland is actually going to be sort of trying to make up his mind there and backs up towards Suez.
Yeah, you can see that, just deciding to get himself in a nice position with Vald right now, playing that little just above, as really that's not where something they're expected to be, of course, when they go ahead for the peak, so he can hopefully get a spray down. Also got Glaive as well to offer support, also going to be able to tag the players that Markaloff knows there's someone there. He's trying to pick it up, they're literally all spraying through, going to be able to get, and a love tap to the teammate as well.
As you say that, Valdi unfortunately did drop down a little bit too early and gets taken out by Shara. The bomb is going down. They haven't actually lost a player here, so they're turning this around potentially. Only 2 players left inside of Heroic, and they sort of realize there's just no point. I mean, B is just such a fortress to then try and take back over unless you're very early in on that sort of retake. And Snappy's just going to pick up the AWP. And I mean, if we have a look at their economy, you can see why. They only have 2 players above 3k, one on 1.7. So these 2 guys being able to save it is a fantastic sort of move. I mean, Freeze is going to be drop that orb, so he's going to have enough to buy some armor and some utility and have that orb drop to him. See what he can buy up. But I mean, apart from that, they're going to be on standard sort of buy. And if they lose the following round, it's just going to put them in a very, very bad situation, especially with Flipside on their heels.
Yeah, they know that World Edit's 100% got that AWP now, so they don't want to play too aggressive or try and get Snappy to take him out nice and quick for his teammates, because at the moment you can just see he's able to get those entry frags for his team, and that's something Heroic don't want to give away, so they need something to counter, so hopefully Frisk can have that AWP v AWP battle, come out on top, and it'll help them for the rest of the round.
Yeah, so if he can win that 1v1, if he does meet straight up with him, and we are going to see him sort of pushing over towards B there. Well, that's Glaive on them. I mean, Freeze, is he going to be able to find this kill? He's in over towards Toilets there. We're going to see World Edit sort of trying lurking around here, pushing nice and slow.
Yeah, they're right next to each other. The T's are in upper park and all of the BTs in lower park as well, so it's just going to be the fact who decides to start pushing first, and Modi can get himself the first one. The problem with this aggressive play and leaving no one in upper park means they've given away this A site.
Yeah, and Freeze might find his kill, and he does. He finds one. Can he find the second? He's going to get tagged down there. Blade's realizing he's left himself exposed from the side, so he's going to have to smoke it off and try and get that bomb down. We're going to be seeing an aggressive play potentially from Heroic from Bank, but that is going to get flamed off, so it's going to give them time to get the bomb down. And we do have a player playing very sneakily. Shara from behind does get, no, he doesn't actually get tagged down. He does in the end, but not before he takes one of the players down to 3 HP, and we're left in a 1v4. Takes out one, left in a 1v3. Can he do it?
Well, they know exactly where he is. He's going to have to get aggressive and not looking at Val's location, so they can get this defused down. Heroic comes back. Flip side, this was their opportunity now to hopefully get something going for them, but they win that one round, and then Heroic just bounce back straight away.
Yeah, I mean, it's what Heroic have been doing whenever sort of Flipside have got around it since that pause that sort of came out on Uke when they lost those sort of rounds on the T side, lost the first few rounds, and then they just bounced straight back up against Flipside, and it seems like they're not even going to need that pause to be able to do this now. They're just going to try and push it forward against Flipside, who are going to be going in for the full buy. What it on a little bit of a cheeky glass cannon run here.
Can't afford up on that armor. Really, they want to make sure he still get that up because we know how effective he is. But of course, with no armor, it's going to be hard for him. He's really going to need to connect that first shot, or he's probably going to have to go down because he hasn't got a lot of HP. So at the moment, it looks like the Flip side, they're going to be starting advancing here towards A once again. Markov as well has been able to take over Squeaky.
And that's the thing, so they've got the whole of Suez They've got the sort of mid area, but they haven't got long, so they need to be very careful for that. And if they do try to push through toilets, the sort of realization that they don't have control of long, that they need to try and do this. And we're going to see the push out here. And WorldEdit finds the opening kill, takes down Snappy. Now potentially a rotation from Valdi, maybe a little bit too early, as we can have one player who might have heard his footsteps. Now Shara. Now we could see a push as well down long from a Blade, who is just waiting patiently for his teammate Waylander to be able to clear it, and then sort of help him sort of push up. So potentially going to be jumping onto there. Does miss the sort of boost there, self boost. He does spot one player. I think there, Frizz with the AWP.
Third time lucky. There you go. Took his time. There is going to be Muddy to his right. So actually, if he decided to push up there, it might have been helped him be able to pick up that player, because it's not a position where he's really going to be expecting that player to come from. At the moment, of course, you said that rotation was made, and Muddy now starting to get aggressive. Can pick up Blade. Now just going to decide to go back. This is where do they decide, shall we go for the rotation? But no, it looks like they're going to just decide to head up for this one onto the A site. And well, then it can take down Muddy as well. Only one play on the A site in 10 seconds, so the rotation is coming in. Need to get that bomb down. Well, did it just going to have to go for this one. It's going to come down to clock. Can he get the bomb down? Yes, he does, with 1 second to go. And now just Glaive all alone. He's just going to have to play for exit frags.
Yeah, so have they actually just turned it around and made Heroic look like a little bit of clowns? I mean, the rotation came in a little bit too early over towards B site. They've also now got the upper hand in economy. I mean, even Heroic do win this. I mean, they're going to be in such a bad position in themselves, and if they want it, it'd be absolutely ridiculous, especially as it seems Glaive is going for it. He knows they're going to be ecoing for a while if he doesn't pick this up, and he's going to be wanting to go for the sneaky ninja here. And if he takes out Waylander, he could actually take this, but unfortunately not today, as Waylander does find his head. And that is going to be the round. And if we have a look at the economy, they're just going to be all over the placing, and they're going to have to do a little bit of a quasi here, unless they decide to go for a little bit of a strange force buy.
I think it's that point where, mate, they just decide, let's go for a save here. Let's not buy up anything. I mean, maybe the player on 4k could buy a pistol or a deagle for someone, but the rest of them should really be saving here. But looks like Vald and Moody as well are going to pick up pistols for themselves.
You know what I half expected there was a pause just to come out, just to screw with Flipside. It's like, no momentum for you. Glaive is going to get taken down through, as far as I'm concerned, nothing's spray spot. So he takes down Glaive, and we're going to be moving forward. I mean, they're already at disadvantage here. I mean, obviously on pistols, they're pretty much at one of the most disadvantaged sort of areas they can have. But one less player to be able to cover a site is very damning. And all Flipside have to do in this situation is, yeah, just play time and take the picks, and they're doing exactly that. We're going to see Shara push in, take the kill. Oh no, Michael, you missed him. He turns around, takes him. Turns around the corner, that is. He's out to the last player, and they know exactly where he is. He's got the team. Does a lot of tags, not able to find a kill as the bomb is going down, and he's just going to back straight off and make them come to him. But no, he does actually go back up and gets punished for it.
Yeah, just can't do anything there. No armor, no utility. Didn't have a defuse kit. There's no point really deciding to go for that save. It's not a load money at the end of the day, and you know they're going to be buying up M4s in the next one, so might as well try and take someone with you, but unfortunately it's going to be unsuccessful. And as I said once again, they need to be finding this counter for WorldEdit, and currently whatever they're doing, it's unsuccessful.
And that's the thing. I mean, WorldEdit does do fantastic on this map, so I'm really happy to see him doing so good. And we're going to see Freeze there. I will get it right, Danish fellows. I will make sure to get that right. There's actually one other player we were saying wrong, which was Hunden. It actually means the dog in Danish. So a little bit of informational there, and he was on one of the player teams yesterday we were casting. And I mean, going into this round, we see Freeze with the AWP, no armor, but to be honest, all you need is one shot, so just land those shots and you're fine, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see why these players give us simple names. Come on, man, we're English.
No, I wouldn't really like to comment on that. let's keep it simple on that side. I mean, Valdi is already tagged down quite low, but returning the favor. Shar and Markov there, 18 and 10 HP, not looking pretty at all. So we can see the return of the wallbang. I'm not going to be able to land on anyone. Almost landing the shot there on Markov there. All it would take is a few bullets.
It looks like at the moment already two of their players are quite low, 18 and 10 HP as well, so, but I mean, I guess Vald as well, 8 as well, so looks fair for them. But it looks like they're going to be going for 3 here to hold this one, because they know that Flipside keep coming over to 8 ever so often at the moment. You know, they're becoming a little bit predictable, need to spice things up a bit, but it looks like, you know, as soon as they push. But look at this though, Freeze is going to be there. Pick up one as well, but they're going to still go for this one. Only 15 seconds. They've got to commit now. They've got to run onto the side, but Snappy's still going to be here. Can pick up one, trying to get the second. Is going to be unsuccessful. That bomb is going to go down, and these two players here need to come in for this retake.
Heroic actually still have more health than Flipside at this moment in time. Spread across the table. But even then, it's just not worth them going for this. They did a little bit of damage, but it's just not going to be worth their time to try and do that. As far as I know, they can't tell what the health of Heroic have, because that is blocked in console. So I mean, they can't really go for that information. They can't sort of tell that, right, well, they'll dink down, so it's going to take a few shots each to kill them and take it forward. They're not even going to be able to pick them up here, so that's going to be so damning from sort of Freeze's sort of perspective, that he managed to get one kill, Snappy managed to get one, and then just the rest of the team weren't able to chime in.
Really got. I think definitely going for that save has got to be the better idea for them. Of course, really, they can't really work out enough time to work out really how low actually they were. But if they were able to realise that, they could have went for this. But of course, Edveld on 8 HP himself, so it really just would have been up to that one player if he went down, or really going for this one, as he was the only one with full HP. So is it worth it? I think they just realised it's not really worth the bother. It's better just to save this one, and now the rest of the team camp up, and you can see it's not the best of buys for them. It's not looking as strong, but it's definitely doable, and they've got a lot of utility as well on their side, so Heroic definitely could bounce back now.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit of an aggressive play come out from them in these sort of situations where they do have these sort of, well, like the UMP and I mean Famises, maybe play a little bit more aggressive with those. I mean, especially the UMPs. You've got two players with these, so play aggressive, take over sewers instead of just letting Flipside take it every round. And then pushing through there, play against them and make full use of those UMPs with the running and gunning, as it were, that we've probably stolen from Call of Duty. And I mean, we're going to see Markov going to be punishing them for this as well, and he's going to be pushing down, meeting head first with Snappy. He's going to get taken. He's going to take him down as well. So I mean, Markov might be taken down, but Blade is going to be able to find down on Flowered as well. So not looking so good for Heroic.
Yeah, it's definitely not good for them, but at the moment, finally starting to change things up. Going to be going to B now, and there's only going to be one there currently to deal with this one, and Jarrell's going to be able to spot him up, so he can pick up another one here, but Freeze is going to start getting aggressive, and unfortunately for that player on Party, was not expecting that whatsoever. So now he's going to be able to trade up to that AK as well. This is where they decide, are they going to go for the push here? Looks like one player, he's at that point of deciding, do I want to? Yes or no, but Frizz looks like they're going to be playing for exit frags here. And Heroic at the moment, able to survive with these two players, but they're not winning rounds. They need to start getting something going again, as they're letting this fly to Flipside at the moment.
Yes, they're just letting it run out of their hands, but I think they could find the answer. They just need to get out of the rut they're in, which is actually a little bit of a economical sort of turn down as well. I mean, even going into the next round, they're going to be pretty stuck, and with only a UMP, I mean, they do have the AK, but only with a UMP and an AK, it's not looking so fantastic then. I mean, Markov getting ready to get taking a sort of picture of him as he's looking through that cheeky little spot in the sort of step ladder.
Yeah, what do they need to do right now? I think they could go for the force fire. Rest of them with pistols would help them out at least, so they've got some support helping them out here. But once again, it's that situation where Heroic, they just need to go for a save and hopefully get a full force fire to have this bounce back, because at the moment Flipside are starting to take this one a little bit away once again when they have these rifles, and unfortunate for Heroic as well. The utility as well, Tom, not looking good.
Nah, I mean, this is a little bit of a buy and then try and hope for the best. I mean, Freeze has spotted out Water. It finds his head. Probably wants to try and drop off that AK and pick up the AWP, but he doesn't even risk it. He just backs straight off and allows them to be able to recover that AWP if they so wish, and they're just going to push aggressive against them. Markov in his usual spot is going to be coming up through sewers and just clearing this off, and there's going to be a lot of information for them. We do have 3 CTs over towards A and 2 over towards B, so the first kill against Water has come out, and it's put them in a little bit of a sort of disarray here, not quite sure where they are.
Yeah, once again, going to decide and leave that bomb back, but one of the players looks like he's going to be able to take this one. Moddy in that position once again, where if they don't realise where he is, he could pick up some as well with this 5-7. Could give him much help in hand, but look at this boost at the moment by Freeze. He's in a nice position, able to spot out Markov, can connect the kill as well. Now, Moddy, there you go, the double spray down, they line up for him.
Wow, you can ask for more. Not realistically, anyway. I mean, that was just absolutely fantastic. So they're going to be able to recover this. And I mean, I said they could bounce back from it. I wasn't quite sure if it'd be this round. I mean, Freeze opened up with one goal. We're going to see Valdi finishing off with the last one. And that's just a really good performance by Heroic. Just proving what kind of team they are. And they're going to equal it back up to 5-5. And they've got the guns. But flip side, have the economy. They're going to be able to fully buy up and have a little bit of a change left over. I mean, one of their players is still on 11k, another on 5k, one on 4k. So I mean, across the board, they should actually be able to buy up the next round no matter what. Round after that is going to be a little bit tricky. Potentially would have to force it. And I mean, it's just, I mean, spread out across the map so far.
Yeah, Modi as well in that position, able to have some helping hand from one of the flip side teammates actually. So, rip for them, trying to spray him down, and actually it was bad for him because he's shooting his own teammate. Definitely not a good situation. That's the problem with lining up. One, you've hit your teammate, and two, it's a nice easy kill for Modi as well. So they've got to decide what are we going to do here, as they've already lost Shara.
Yeah, I mean, what have they got to do to try and break down Heroic's defenses, which they most obviously have built up? And as I say, that Freeze takes down Water. That is the AWP loss. Snappy in perfect position to counter Blade's push. Does exactly that. But as nice, Snappy is taken down from the side. Now Waylander is going to have to try and sort of push out here and take the kill. He does get the flash out, but not in time. As Freeze is going to recover from it, take him down, tag down to 20 HP. But Marklov, he's the last one alive, and he's in sewers.
Yeah, and the bomb, look where it is at the moment, all the way in playground at the moment. He's got a long way to go if he wants to go and pick that one back up again, but he is able now to recover it. 35 seconds left on the clock. He could decide to go for this if he wants, and that's great as well. Able to get that first opening frag against these 4 players. So now, the problem is, location is given away, Tom. So it looks like at the moment, look at them, they're starting to hunt for him, and the problem with that is now he can rotate all the way to the B site, and no one's at the site at the moment.
So not looking as easy for them. I mean, he could get there. He's going to be playing against Glaive, and I mean, Glaive is in the perfect position to just counter him. If he doesn't actually put the thing down, he does just that. But unfortunately, Glaive is pushing aggressively, picks up the AK-47, and this is going to leave Heroic in a nice sort of stead here. And we are going to be able to see the buy coming up from Flipside, some drops coming out from Shara to his teammates, I hope. Wilded is going to be buying up the AWP and the armor, so it's going to be quite a nice buy. AK is dropped around as well. So this is really where Flipside needs to bring it back before they could end up losing a number of rounds in a row unless they win it on the force.
Yeah, at the moment it looks like back and forth at the moment. You're able to get 3 or 4 rounds and then the other team gets one back again. That's the current trend that we're seeing. No one's really been able to assert a lot of dominance when we was on Nuke, we saw that from Heroic.
Yeah, there's a lot of dominance on there across the board, especially after that pause came in. They really then just shot Flipside down whenever they tried to take the fight to them. It just didn't work. And I mean, Waylander is gonna be clearing a Suez from a little bit of a different angle to meet up with his teammate Marklov, who usually pushes through there, and they've done it again. They've just left the bomb behind, so this is going to be wasting a ton of time as they try to push through, and they're spread across the map. Shara over towards B side, but the bomb is just still so far away.
They've got a minute left on the clock though, so they can easily go ahead and recover it back, but the problem is with that though is that they lose all momentum because they've got to send someone back, or if they're onto the site they've got to keep holding it, and the rotation they have time to come in, and the bomb still hasn't even gone down, so it has a lot of problems going with it. But benefit as well is if they push, you know, of course the bomb isn't going to be lost at least, but now unfortunately they're starting to advance onto this B site, and looks like Heroic's side is going to deny them of all hope of that.
Yeah, it's just like, you can try and push, but you're not even going to get a chance to plant the bomb, so don't even bother going back to get it. Wilder is going to get flamed out there by Mood, so Modi there, and he's going to have to just back off and wait for the push there. He only took one pointed down. Marklov with 1 kill, Freeze with a counter onto Blade. Blade is not your lucky day. Valdi is going to be trying to push out onto the side as well. Modi with 1 kill, Wilder with the one of his own. He gets taken out by the counter. Oh, but now the economy is in dire straits. I mean, they're going to have to ego. I mean, it's not dire. I mean, 2 of them with 5k is pretty healthy, but if they force up on this one, it's not going to be so great. But I mean, they should definitely quasi with a few other plays, and sort of quite strong quasis as well, so then they can buy up quality for the following round. But it seems like they are going to go for the full force here. I mean, if Marklov's anything to go by.
Yeah, I don't really like this decision. I think Shara and Markov maybe should have bought some pistols up for the whole team in general, then went for that, but Looks like that's not going to happen, but at the moment, it's working out as well, doesn't it? Can get himself one.
Yeah, so Snappy is gone. I mean, the AWPer is still alive. The rotation is going to be coming in. And Moddy there to back up Frizz if anyone does push up. So they have recovered another gun. These are the kind of rounds you might actually see teams win because they're under pressure. They've got these guns. They're going to be playing a little bit more fast actions, which is actually what we're seeing from Flipside. They have pushed up to mid. They've taken down a player, but they have slowed it back down now.
Yeah, slowing down the pace of the game is their role at the moment, and there was a player who's starting to tag, but won't be able to get it. It was just so close, but enough at the moment. Now it looks like they're getting themselves ready for B with these Tech 9s. Counters are going to be coming in, trying to put that Molotov just to stop that bomb plant for a while, but Waylander, don't know what he was doing there. He lost all his HP. Glade was able to pick him up, and the Kobe as well, but they're spray down. Look at this, just completely wrecking them at the moment, but unfortunately, teammate is going to be stealing the kill. Welder left alive, can pick up one now. Now against this AWPer, the smoke is going to fade as well, and he knows who he's up against, so he's going to be rotating. Could this be a fake?
Potentially. If he just waits down to the last second, it could easily go on, but if he waited too long, it wouldn't work. And I think we are going to see the rotate from Freeze. He's going to go to either bank, obviously, or stairs, and he might be able to find the sort of the counter here. And I mean, he's going to be able to hear the footsteps any second. The bomb's going to be going down towards toilets, and there is a lot of utility on the side of Freeze, so he has a lot of sort of toys to play with. And what it's going to go to a position where he could easily get blocked out. I mean, he's going to be turning around the corner. Unfortunately for him, he's going to get tagged down and taken out by the 5-7. Freeze doesn't even need the AWP or any other utility or any of his health or armor. He just doesn't get a shot landed on him at all. Whereas Heroic was, sorry, not Heroic, Welded was trying to get into a position, but just not quite sure of himself, I don't think.
Yeah, Welded it. Really should have connected those shots. It's going to cost the team as they don't have a lot of money, but I mean, they can still buy up and still get a lot of utility, but that extra cash as well would have helped out, but it's not good for them. Heroic side now with exactly the same. Now is this a counter where Flipside can come back and get themselves another and now get the roll bowling, get more than one round?
Indeed, so we're going to be seeing the full buy coming out from both sides. A lot of AKs and a lot of AWPs, by a lot I mean two, but Wadded it and Freeze using them, it sort of creates a lot of action with the AWPs as well, and we're going to be seeing a push up towards Suez Markloff once again. But this time he's going to be playing out against two. Can he take both these players down? As he's going to be around the corner, finds one. Now is the other player going to be able to turn around in time? What he does, and he's going to be pushing aggressively. And unfortunately, he's going to get headshotted, even with Markloff with only 12 HP. But Markloff's going to be feeling pretty chuffed with himself.
Now it looks like they want to stop any delay coming out by Flipside. He pushed, sorry, so smoking off, going to counter that one. And once again, it looks like at the moment they played this a little bit far back. You know, no one's really pushing up at the moment. They decided to hold this one back at the moment. They've taken over Squeaky as well with that double kill, so probably helping them out here with these players trying to hold these sites. Just going to wait in now. They need to pick up that bomb. They've got 45 seconds, so they've still got some time, but they now need to start deciding where they want to go.
Indeed, so they're going to be spread across the map. The bomb is over towards Fountain. Nothing special is going on. Markloff's trying to read if anyone's in short, which it doesn't seem it is, but he is just going to back up. And it seems like they're just going to dedicate themselves over towards A.
Yeah, look at this though, Welded it, going to be able to get that first entry fraggers, which is exactly what they need at the moment. Now they're starting to advance onto A. Unfortunate for them, two players are all on B, so they need to rotate. There is going to be one in construction. Jarrett is going to be able to find him, but Fouled is going to be able to come out on top. Now they need to start going for the pusher if that's what they want to do. AK and M4 stolen. Of course, both the players, well, Val doesn't have a lot of HP. Glaive, though, as well, not the same. But he can pick up one to bring that 2v2v2 with these two ults. Blade can pick up one, and Welded it will get the other. So trying to push there, and these ults just completely denied them.
Yes, that was very well played. So Welded it with his AWP, he was able to make the sort of difference there with his team. So we're going to be seeing a full buy coming out from Heroic. A little bit of a force one. Well, not force one, but potentially one of the last ones they're going to be able to make for a while if they don't win this one. I mean, under this pressure, they kind of perform best. And I mean, Freeze is just absolutely snapping away at the lives of Flipside here.
Definitely doing well at the moment. Now they need to start doing this aggression coming out by Heroic side, trying to get that first kill onto Waylander. Not going to be successful, though. So it's not going to help them out whatsoever. Now Vlad as well getting aggressive here in construction. Shower though, once again, Vlad is able to come out on top in this 1v1.
It seems like Shara is just not having the day of it so far on this map. So Freeze and Snappy playing towards toilets with a little bit of a sort of trade and sort of helpfulness there in that position. I mean, still 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock, so there's still plenty of time for Flipside to decide what they want to do. And they haven't managed to get an entry kill. They haven't been able to gain much ground. So we're going to see Wayland trying to sort of bait out any kills, get the information out. He's going to be pushing around the corner. If he keeps pushing, he get tagged out. But fortunately for him, he carries down into sewers. And it looks like they might be going over towards Beam and Snappy. Maybe getting a little bit bored here, waiting for something to happen. But if he stays there, he could easily be a great help here. And we're going to see what Eddie going to be able to spot out Freeze, but not going to be able to take him out as he gets snaps off himself.
Playing the patient game. The way to win, you know, that's what you want to go for sometimes. Just staying in that position. Of course, you're going to be there for a while, but it really helps out sometimes. And that's what he's trying to go for at the moment. Blade as well, starting to get aggressive. Now they're pushing onto this B site, but Glaive is going to be there now for a second, able to turn around in time, realising that they're going to be pushing through the pipes. And deciding just to go back here because it's just too low to deal with this one. Blade able to get himself one. Will it be the second? No, Snappy's going to be able to pick him off.
And that was the final round of the first half, so we are going to see Blade actually going straight for 9-11 this time. So he has broken that curse. He's not going to leave the map on to 21 this time. No one is, it seems. And we're going to be seeing Heroic take the first half 9 rounds and Flipside at 6. So Heroic are really on it today.
Yeah, they're just doing extraordinary, Tom. You know, on Nuke, you have to say they just played amazing. They're playing very well as on Overpass as well. I mean, not as dominant as well on Nuke, but now they're going on to the T side. Can they do exactly the same as they're doing in the first half?
Indeed, so whilst we wait for that to go ahead, there we go. We have switched over now. Heroic. It's going to be interesting what kind of style they do decide to play on it, because obviously we missed their game on here earlier, as we weren't here or available to cast, but we are now here to be able to cast them versus Flipside, and starting as a T side. What are they going to play as? I mean, full... they're just going to go full armor. I think they're pretty confident in just being able to just use sheer mass here against Flipside's very sort of defensiveness, and just abuse that against them. And we're going to see Blade here trying to spot anyone towards short, and it's not going to happen as they're going towards long.
Well, I mean, today they've got 3 in a row at the moment, so Heroic definitely looking to try and get the 4th here on Overpass, and currently they are the leaders, so it's in their advantage. And now Freeze, sorry, getting aggressive. Is he able to realise there's going to be one just below him to the right? Yes, he's going to be able to pick him on time. And Snappy as well, just before World Edit can find a safe haven, he's going to be poked off right in the head.
Indeed, and Valdi being able to find a kill onto Blade. So far, all headshots. Moddy joining it in with it as well, finding one of it for himself. Shara currently here. He does find one headshot of himself. A second one. Can he find another one? He's going to tag out the player, but not quite being able to take him out. 2 kills on the clock for him. He's going to be going up against 3 players there. They know exactly where they are. Snappy's playing very defensive. Doesn't need to push forward, but he is going to go and try and help one of his team players, and he is going to spot him out. Now Glaive in the perfect position to counter the push. Takes down Shara from behind, and that is all headshots across the board. And 1 kill each. That was actually 1 kill for every single Heroic player, Josh.
Brilliant.
That's a rare occurrence.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot, but that just shows the team communication is just on point at the moment.
If that was on purpose, then wow. That communication to trade them out, then fair play. If anyone actually managed to prove that and get that done, then I want to see that. So we're going to be seeing that 3 Deagles coming out on side of Flipside, a UMP, 2 sets of armor, and 5-7, and they need to be making their way over towards B site here. I mean, they've got 3 players coming over there. Shara with the UMP is going to be able to find 1 kill, 2 kills, going a little bit larger. 3 is going to be coming up from short, might be able to find another one himself. He finds 1. Now 3 versus 3. The UMP still in play on Shara, but he's going to get tagged down and taken out by that fire. Now 2 versus 3. 1. Waylander with the Deagle is going to be the last one alive, and he's going to get spotted out there. They know exactly where he is. That flashbang is going to blind him completely, and he's going to get taken out by Freeze.
Yeah, great job by Freeze, just watching from behind. You know, there is a chance that someone's going to be lurking, and luckily enough for him, he was watching there at the right time, as he's able to take down that Deagle player. So now, Flipside, what are they going to do? They haven't got a lot of money in the bag. Do they decide to go for the save, or are they going to force buy up once again? Looks like they're going to go for the save here and buy up in the next one.
Yeah, no, I think part of what we're seeing here is about that. I mean, Heroic have been able to be playing up against teams such as Astralis. So again, that's a training and the sort of practicing must be doing them wonders. And getting to star ladder to that position in the first place is incredible. So we're just going to see Heroic stomping around with their teams, finding the kills, especially onto Wayland. I mean, nothing spectacular about that. I mean, just rushing out with them, and we're just going to be seeing Flipside not having anything to kind of answer against them.
Yeah, they're getting picked off one by one at the moment. Just 2 of them alive, and Laven's going to be able to spot on, but connects the headshot as well. Now, just well at it. He is able to pick up 1, so that's great for him, but unfortunately that was not the bomb planter. That would have helped us so much. And also really the worst gun he could have picked up out of all of the players at the moment. Only a MAC-10.
Yeah, don't talk chat snap about the MAC-10. They can do plenty of damage. Just not in this situation, especially as Glave's going to be pushing up against him and he takes him out. And I mean, the MAC-10 nearly took him out, not quite. Took him down to 6 HP.
Well, definitely won't take anything away from the MAC-10, but compared to what other firepower could have picked up from Heroic side, it has to possibly be the weakest one. Maybe contend with the UMP, but everyone loves a bit of UMP at the moment. So you can see a lot of players preferring that over the FAMAS and the Galil.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, we don't really tend to see too much of fancy plays with the Glil. We do see it brought out on the T side if they can, instead of the like sort of UMP, and well, they have enough cash, they might just put up the Wayland and find 1 kill, but he's going to get taken down by Val there through the wall, and Val once again for going for the wall bang, taking Blade down to 66 HP.
Good start for them at the moment. It looks like at the moment, look at them, they really want to protect this B site at the moment. Leaving the AWP up. They'll have to do this one. That boost as well is going to be brilliant. Trying to actually get the wall bang as well, but just inches away. If he was like literally half a second earlier, would have been able to pick that one off.
Yeah, and that really would then make the difference for Flipside, who have equaled out the members of the teams, but even then they still have the disadvantage. As I say that, no Mugdog evens it out, and now Shara's going to be able to find 1, not quite the second one. As we're going to see Blade turn around the corner, he's going to get a little bit of revenge, taking down Snappy there, and a freeze, proving why he should be on this team, and he's doing absolutely fantastic. Then the cheeky little pickup there for Markov on the AK-47.
Unfortunate for them though, they haven't broken that economy of Heroic, because they can buy up once again. They're just going to have to buy for their teammates who are a bit more low on the cash side. So now Flipside though, hold it with that AWP, and we just know how effective he is. They really need to stop this player, hopefully get him down, and it should be a lot more of an easier battle for them going into the rest of the half here. So what they want to do at the moment, looks like they're favouring towards A, but definitely playing this one back at the moment, because they know that, you know, the flip side, they like to get really aggressive at the start, get that first kill, then head back. So I think what they're doing is just holding it. So if they do decide to go aggressive and then waiting for them to go back, then that's when they start to push.
Yeah, it really is. So, I mean, they do have this full buyout. They do have the utilities. The flash are going to be coming out long. Not going to be hitting against anyone, though. And, I mean, if we have a look on the sort of radar there, Modi is going to be right next to them on the B site. So if he does decide to be able to sort of stab the heads off if they do boost over, or if they decide to go down, it could easily sort of change the way of the game, especially as we're going to see sort of a very heavy presence over towards A, as a rotation is going to be coming in from Blade.
Rock at the moment, letting the clock run down at the moment, not really deciding to push just yet. You can see they are setting themselves up to go for a push here onto A, but not 100% going to be pushing just yet. Maybe trying to find out how many players are going to be there, hopefully spot out some, realise what firepower they've got. At the moment though, the smoke is going to delay them, so they can't really push at the moment. They're just going to have to wait a little bit, and 30 seconds now left on the clock. They really need to start going now.
They really need to make their mind up, and they're going to be going for it anyway. Valdi, first player in, he's going to find 1 kill, but he's going to get traded out here. No, it's not going to be looking so good for them, Josh.
Yeah, they're realising what the time is, so they're able just to count them out straight away. Going to have to push through this smoke, but Glaive, they're giving him this opportunity to now rotate, and Marklov as well, going to be able to get himself one, but not going to be as effective as it is going to be a trade where they really need to come out on top now. And Shara, he might be able to spot him out. He is going to be able to connect the kill. Now there's 2 of them left alive. They need to hold this start together. Another one goes now, so now it's just all up to Glaive. And he's got this AK. The time is ticking away. He needs to find out where the player is, and I think he's starting to realise where he's going to be. He's going to be watching that location, trying to go for the defuse, trying to bait him out. He wants him to push, and there's where the push is going to be, but no. He looks away at the wrong time. And it means that Heroic are just going to be able to pick up that one. That's what they need right now, because it looks like they're starting to take this one away. And as well with Flipside, with the economy, in a dire situation right now. Looks like Heroic might be able to get themselves another one.
Another one.
Another one.
But no, it definitely is looking that way. I mean, Heroic are just... They're just playing so beautifully. I mean, Freeze there on 20-9. That is an impressive scoreline, especially against Flipside. Although these past 2 games, it doesn't seem like Flipside are on top performance. But nonetheless, it'd be like, I'd love to see them be able to turn this back and turn the tide. But that is going to be very difficult to do, especially when you're on a force sort of quasi-buy here. Shah, Rifty, Armor, and the rest of the players. 3 P250s and a P2000. So we're going to be seeing the T's spread out, waiting for any kind of push. But maybe they should sort of realise Flipside don't push.
They just like to hold back at the moment. They need to start getting aggressive. I mean, usually when they got the rifles, that's where we see the aggression. But when they got these pistols, you mentioned, they don't really get too aggressive. I mean, the Blade in nudging himself forward, and one of his teammates is going to go down, and Clave, the nice one tap, going to give Blade absolutely no hope there. Not even a time to fire one shot.
Just no cool, just takes him straight down there, and they're going to take down Shara as well, the player with the armor. So that's a little bit of a waste there of an extra 650. Marklov there is on site, so he could find a kill here as Vald has turned his back. He's going to get the dink, takes him down. Now Marklov not quite sure where the players are. Freeze is coming up from behind, could take him out, but luckily he does see a footstep of Wayland, turns around, but is he going to be able to get the kill? That is the question. Glaive going to be headshotted by the P250. The gun is going to be getting picked up here. Wayland with the Glock is going to get taken out by the Glock, by Freeze. Not the Glock, as most people would say. Marklov in a 1v2, he's not really sure where one of the players is. Over towards ASI, yeah, he knows where he is. He knows where Frizz is. Now the Molotov at the top is going to do a lot of damage. He's going to switch over, he's going to get taken down. Now he knows where the last player is going to be coming from, but fortunately for him, the Glock is there to try and stop him, and the defuse cannot come out, and he's going to be dying with that bomb.
Yeah, that was great by Freeze there. You know, getting aggressive, meaning that he's gonna Markov is gonna have to hold back a little bit, and that means he's given enough time for where he can escape and where he's not going to be able to escape himself. So he goes down. So that's great tactical play coming out there. And that Molotov as well was a bit of a fail. He didn't even have to push out there because he could have stayed back, but of course wedged in. He just decides, right, just in case I'm going to have to go for this push, and unfortunately he's going to lose his life as well. And so now they're just going to have to buy up what they can. At the moment, not the best of buys. Of course, with this shotgun on Blade as well, if he gets his tight angles once again, maybe towards Squeaky, he can definitely get himself a couple of kills helping his team out.
Definitely, we're going to see them entering into Monster unchallenged. So Moddy is going to be like, well, thanks. This is just absolutely lovely. But Valdi is going to be mean straight up with the auto shotgun. He's going to get taken out. Blade is going to keep hold of that auto shotgun. I'm not quite sure what force that was sort of behind that, as he could have picked up the AK-47. And we're going to be seeing Shara taking out one of the players there with the headshot.
That's it. Oh, look at that though. Trying to nudge his way through, but looks like Waylander can pick it up. But of course now trade kill is going to be coming in. And I think the reason why Blade wants to keep this shotgun because he's in these tight angles at the moment. They need to recover that bomb, which is successful. Now Freeze is going to start moving his way up onto that A site possibly, and his teammate in Squeak at the moment, they really need to regroup together. But unfortunately for them, Markov is going to be able to offer support in construction, pick up that player. And they've left A site completely open, so this is going to be a nice easy take for Freeze if they don't start to rotate someone onto that site. And at the moment it looks like you could get it, but he's taken such a slow approach here, which means he's actually given this player enough time to get onto the site.
Yeah, it's definitely a slow push there. Markov has spotted him, so is Freeze going to go for the wallbang, or is he just going to play slowly? And World Edit is going to be able to take him down from the side. I'm pretty sure he's pretty happy about that. I mean, that's exactly what he wanted to do, and to be able to pick up the AWP. It's going to save him a ton of money going into the next round, especially as they would not have been able to afford one. So really, that changes the dynamic to what it could have been if he wasn't able to pick up the AWP. And did he just drop it? No, he did pick a buy gun for sort of a teammate and pick up the AWP. So where we're going to be seeing him playing, that is the question. We're going to be seeing him over towards one of his usual spots, and that's mid, trying to hold it, but he's not going to be spawning up against anyone, as they are not playing there. Snappy down into Suez is pushing nice and aggressive. We're going to be seeing a force out from them with these pistols.
Yeah, looks like even though the Molly's going to be there, just going to have to go for aggression anyway, and Blade gets the player from behind. Don't think he even had an idea in action at the moment. Look at that. It was just a complete slaughter fest for Heroic.
Yeah, and I mean, this is going to be putting the sort of the money on the back of Flipside. They really want to be able to do this, and Heroic still only a few of them above at 2k there. I mean, 3 of them that is, and the rest of them only 1.9k in the bank, so they're going to be having to wait to be able to buy up. So they're going to be on almost a full round loss bonus next round. Yeah, once they've lost this one, well, if they lose this one, I mean, they have got blocks, so as I say that, a little bit of a love tap there onto the player fouled. So all it's going to take is even potentially a single grenade there.
Mold it. Can pick up one as well onto Modi. Not looking good for Heroic at the moment. It looks like they are going to be starting to advance. Waylander, can he pick up the kill? At the moment, the Glocks are just going to be able to connect to him, taking him down to 62. But look at this. As soon as the aggression comes out, they're just getting countered by this crossfire at the moment. The nade as well, and the headshot just going to help out finish off that player. Markov now picks up another one. Snappy left alive, and there's players coming from behind, but it doesn't matter. He isn't going to need that help because Markov can pick him up right in front of him.
That was a lot of damage done on the flip side at that sort of long distance. I mean, multiple headshots on the side of, like, from Heroic. So very dangerous for those Glocks. So people, watch out. That was a very decent sort of play from them with obviously a full eco. So moving into the next round, we're going to be seeing flip side looking nice and healthy on the money side. They are going to be able to buy up if they need to, if they lose this one, or even if they do die from a lot of players. And then we're going to see a push up. What at it in his spot is going to have to back off as he does and miss his shot. He doesn't actually manage to even get one off, I must admit.
It looks like at the moment, once again, playing towards this playground and fountain. That's what they like to do. They like to stay there for a while together, wait for Flipside to get aggressive, and if they do, then they're together to at least get the trade, or even just get that one kill, which could help them out. And so far, Flipside have really not got too aggressive, so it's not working out for them at the moment. But there you go, going to be able to spot a Blade now. Unfortunately, trying to throw that smoke at the wrong time is going to cost him 54 HP.
Yeah, so Blade does run away as well. He's going to be making his way back now, trying to find the kill. He's going to flash himself out, I imagine, any second. They're going to be pushing up against him. Valdi on Suez as well could meet head first with Maklov there, who's waiting on the other side of the door. Body holding up behind them, and now we're going to see Maklov make a move, slightly sort of rotating as he can hear them there in drop down. So, sorry, in Suez there, so I know exactly where he is. And Waylander and Wilder, they're playing towards long here. Frizz is going to be holding out his knife in the wall. I mean, Waylander there could have easily pushed around the corner. He's going to do it now. He's going to take him so low, 39 HP. Although Waylander did actually land on the worst of end there. Markov going to be able to take down Modi. Valdi is going to be lost as well. Markov is in a perfect position. A Blade's going to be backing him up from short.
Yeah, crossfire OP, man, at the moment. Just can't do anything about it. Now it looks like they're heading themselves to beat. Markov is going to be there. Knife out at the wrong time once again. In these situations, you can't have your knife out because they could be absolutely anywhere. That means Flipside can pick another one. Is this a comeback, Tom? Can they bring this 16-14? Or Heroic, can they end this one? I mean, at the moment, their economy, of course, only around 3k. So are they going to have to go for an eco here, making that possibly 14-12? But is it possible, Tom?
I'm going to say, and I'm going to call it now, overtime. I think it's going to be overtime there, Josh. As we move forward, I think they're going to be going for the quasi-buy here, 4p 250, try and do as much damage as they can, fly up fully into the next one. They're going to have a good, solid amount of money, and we're going to see what's going to happen. They're just pushing towards long here.
That nade was brilliant. Look at them. 4 of the players were damaged. You know, already not in the best of situations with these pistols, and now all they're going to lose their health as well. And Welded it, able to pick up one, holding this angle at the moment. Going to be flashed, so going to have to go back for now while they start to advance, but they really need to push him at the moment. It's not working out as they're holding A perfectly, but he can pick up one at least. But of course, Waylander can easily regain that ult back for Weld Edit. So there you go. Now, Heroic have their money back. This is their prime opportunity now to end this game.
Yeah, really. I mean, this is just fight or flight here. I mean, if they don't manage to win this round, it's going to be a bit of a struggle to be able to do anything, and they're going to have to wait until round 14 to be able to make much of an impact against Flipside. And that's exactly what they should do if they don't win this. If they get the bomb plant down, it might be a bit of a different story due to a full round loss bonus. If it does then end up getting defused, but either way, if we lose this round, we're going to see level back out from Morty, not going to land on anyone in time. Waylander on the sort of boost spot here isn't going to be able to spot anyone, as Heroic are taking a bit of a leaf out of Flipside's book, playing pretty passively. And we're going to see 2 of the players that down and short and playing sort of a bit more aggressive from the side of Flipside.
Yeah, Heroic going back to their safe play at the moment. Once again, just holding it back. And if they did that at the very start of the game, they potentially would have been able to pick up one, but unfortunately decided to just a little bit afterwards changing up their plans means that they can't get that first kill for them. But now you can see they're starting to advance here as well. A lot of them in squeaky, 3 of them actually as well, starting to do this one. Maybe try and pick up these 2 in construction. Smoke as well, just going to try and delay if they can hear some footsteps, so in case they start to move, they really want to stop this one. And a boost as well is set up here through that gap, and if they don't check it, can pick it up here. But Snappy, he's going to be able to realise where that a rifle is, so he can pick up one. Not the best of ideas situation there, because your rifle is completely visible.
Yeah, if you're looking at the wrong angle, you've just given away your position. And he did exactly that, so we're going to be seeing a rotation coming over towards A side here from 2 of the players. On the CT side, the smokes are going to be coming out. The flashes as well, they're going to be entering in here, and the tension is going to be building. They're going to be pushing through the smoke, trying to find a kill, and it's going to happen. Valdi onto Waylander. Now we're going to see Snappy trying to take the revenge here on Squad, and he does just that. 2 players left on flip side. We said they could do it. Can Heroic finish it off? Marklov and Shara in a position here to try and retake. Marklov is going to be in a bank. We're going to see Shara going to be coming up from some stair area, and they're going to have to try and take this back, and it's in a very tightly locked down situation.
Yeah, they're going to have to go for this one. They do not want to see match point on the board, and Breeze can already pick up one, and Glaive instantly after that can get the headshot to Zara. So now they're on match point. This is where they take this one away. Now they need to win 3 rounds in a row if Tom's prediction is going to be correct, and they still have enough money to buy up, so it's definitely possible for them.
You know what I did, right? It's bloody player's curse. But no, I mean they're still able to fully buy up. So even with that round as a loss, I'm still thinking they could actually take this. I mean, they don't have any AKs, so that is definitely the sort of disadvantage there. Obviously, GOTV playing up as I'm talking, loves to do that. But we are going to see Freeze over the AWP. We're going to see Wilder straight away on low HP, and he's going to be playing a slightly different sort of aggressiveness in. Glaive going for the aggressiveness himself over towards sort of the picnic area.
Yeah, once again doing it. You know, they're just sitting here by Playground and Fountain. On the flip side, you know, they've gone. They usually, last time we saw them, they went really aggressive, but this time they decided to hold back. And if they go back to the play they was doing before, it really could help them out here and can get a couple of frags. But now you see they've given some leeway, and where maybe they decide to bait them in. Then look, we're giving this for free. Let them get aggressive, and then we just charge and take them down. But now it looks like they're able to realise where they are, and they're going back now, playing this defensively. No one wants to budge.
No, indeed. So we are going to see Glaive again taken out from that very, very small gap. It's a very impressive shot from them and very well played. So, I mean, the advantage is already over towards Flipside. Can they fully sort of buy into this and be able to win this and choke out Heroic's economy? So, obviously, remember, they were able to buy up fully this round, but if they lose this one, it's going to put them in a potential sort of low economy buy. I mean, if we have a look at it, they are going to be able to buy next round, even if they lose this one. But then, I mean, after that, not so good. So we're going to be seeing them pushing towards A now. So the action is about to begin. Blade was fully flashed there, so didn't actually see anyone.
That was so lucky right there for for Heroic. Sorry, that he was flashed out. He would have been able to get himself a 2k. Now trying to come from above. Unfortunately, everyone on the side has been taken down, starting to get aggressive. But Moddy is going to be there now. Just Shower left alive to come in to do this one in a 1v3. And unfortunately for him, Moddy can get himself a nice 3k there by the truck.
Yeah, so unfortunately it is not going to go in the favour of Flipside, but absolutely fantastic congratulations over towards Heroic, just proving themselves time after time. That was a beaut to watch.
Yeah, Heroic definitely going to be happy with today's results as getting 4 games in a row. So I want to thank you all for joining us today for some CS action, and we'll be back on Friday to cast Epsilon versus Trickside, and also we'll be seeing Godsent for the first time here on the ECS EU Development League Season 2 versus Tricks. So you can't miss out on that one. Make sure to pop on by on the Weefreemen channel Friday 6 PM BST.
I'm a streamer on Twitch, full-time streamer on Twitch, and I go by Summit1G. Basically, what I like different about the keyboard compared to the one I'm using right now is I'm using red switches right now. It feels like you have to press the red switch keys down a lot further than you have to on the new rapid-fire keyboard. It feels a lot different. It feels like you're going to be able to type faster, pressing keys down while you're moving in Counter-Strike and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot more natural. It's just going to be quicker in general. I like the rapid-fire keyboard because of the new key switches, and feeling like pressing them is just super natural and just easy for me.
Having the fastest keys in-game will allow me to have an edge against my opponents, and that will allow me to win.
I think the most useful equipment to play at high level is the keyboard because you have to move around in the game and be very quick with your movement. I prefer cherry keys because it's swift, it's easy to press.
I like using cherry keys because it feels smooth and fast.
I use the K70 keyboard, which is the perfect fit for me. It's the best keyboard ever made.